A truly budget, excellent EDC folding blade knife. Good morning, everyone. Dr. Bill here. Today I'm out on a 15-mile hike, but I'm going to be doing a video that's a little bit atypical for me. I'm not going to be talking about hiking. I'm going to be talking about what I think is one of the best budget, and I emphasize the word budget, folding EDC knife on the market today. So let me talk for a moment about this issue of budget knives. You know, it drives me nuts when I watch a video that is advertised as a budget EDC knife, and then I look at the price and they're like $75, $100, $125. I'm sorry, and a budget knife is not a $100 knife. For me, a budget knife is a knife that's $20 or cheaper. And boy, do I have one to show you today that I've been using for the last 6 weeks that I am very, very impressed with. The knife I'm going to be presenting to you is from a company that's not well known. It's called Barrysail, Barrysail. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Barrysail knife, Barrysail knife. I'm going to be putting a spec sheet up to keep the video shorter, but I just wanted to give you a good look at this knife before you get a chance to look at the spec sheet. Now, there are a number of features on this knife that I really, really like. And let me show you a few of them. First, the knife has a reversible clip, left or right, which is a really nice feature that you oftentimes don't see on a knife at this price. Additionally, they provide jimping. Let's see if you can see that. They provide jimping right here on the top of the knife, which gives you a very nice grip, as well as two studs to be able to open the knife if you need to. And they also provide a very nice finger space on the knife that will help you when you're doing very fine cutting with the knife. Additionally, you can see the length of the knife blade itself will still fit your hand. A really, really, really nice knife. You can see here the liner lock. And let me just take a second. Oh, I just wanted to add this too. I just forgot that. One of the really cool things they do here, I don't know if it will come out, but they also provide jimping on the liner lock right here to also help facilitate your grip on the knife, which is another really nice feature. Now let me get back to the liner lock. I'm going to close this. And you can see that the blade has very good centering. And the other nice thing about this knife is that there's no blade play. It's a very, very solid lockup. I think this is a knife you would be happy with. And again, if you don't, you're only out $20. I'm sorry, you're only out $14.99. But let me tell you two stories, additional stories about the knife. So, about 2 weeks after I purchased a knife, I accidentally dropped the knife on the floor. And surprisingly, the center micro screw on the knife came out. And the problem with that is once that screw is gone, the scales would start sliding around in your hand. It's a critical piece. And again, the knife was only 2 weeks old. It was still under warranty. So I made contact with the Barrysail company. I made contact late on a Friday afternoon and told them what happened. And told them I very much liked the knife and I'd like the knife to be repaired because I wanted to keep it. I didn't expect to hear from them until the following Monday. But later that evening, on Friday, I received a notice from the company saying that they had received my concern and asked me if I would just take a picture of the knife where the screw had fallen out and give them the Amazon number that I had used to purchase a knife, and they would get back to me. And so it was late on a Friday night. I didn't expect any real action to occur over the weekend. On Saturday evening, I sent them the number that they were looking for, the order number, and I sent them the picture that they requested. And amazingly, Monday morning, as soon as I turned my computer on, there was a response. And this is a company that values customer service, and they said they appreciated me providing the documentation I needed. And bottom line was they were going to send me a brand new knife, which was astonishing. I thought they would just send me a screw. And that was on Monday morning, and Wednesday afternoon I had that knife in my hand. So again, great customer service. Now the other thing I wanted to talk about was after about a month on of using the knife, I actually started to notice some blade play occurring in the knife. So I put it on my bench, and let me just switch views here. So you can see this particular bolt. By the way, this bolt right here, if you can see it, is the screw that came out. But this particular micro screw here had come just slightly loose. Now, just for your information, if you have that problem, this particular micro screw takes a Torx T10 head, and this one takes a Torx T4 head to screw them in. Anyway, I screwed it back in, and the knife, is, you just saw before I was playing with it, the knife was perfect. There was no problem at all. So I had said at the beginning of the video that at the end I would have some tips for you about this particular knife. And I've got a point where the wind has calmed down a bit. Boy, it's been blowing at about 30 to 40 miles an hour on this hike. So let me get quickly to tip number one. What I would do if I purchased this knife is, out of the box, I would get a hold of your T4 and T10 bits, Torx bits. By the way, if you don't know what a Torx bit is, it looks a little bit like a Phillips head, only it's got a star shape to it as opposed to an X shape. And what I would do is I would just run all the micro screws in the knife to make sure that it meets your standards of how tight you want the screws to be. The second thing I want to say to you, another tip, is that if you do find yourself in a position where you have accidentally lost the screws that go, one of the micro screws that goes into the scales, a quick fix for that to keep the knife functional is to turn your knife over to the section that does not have the clip on it, and there, because I told you that this is a reversible knife, and there are two screws in there that will fit into the micro screws in the scales, so that will get you out of a jam. And here's the third tip I want to make, or I want to give to you. So it bugs me when things are broken, and it bugs me when something as minor as a micro screw kind of compromises the effectiveness of a knife. So I took my own advice, and I took a screw out of the section where the clip was not and got the scales resecured. But that still left a hole in the knife body. And you know, you leave a hole in there, lint can get in there, dirt can get in there, water can get in there, rust can form, corrosion can form. I just didn't want to leave a hole in the knife. So I went to my local hardware stores. There were 3 of them in my neighborhood, and 2 of them didn't even carry micro screws. One of them did, but they were imperial screws, and for this particular knife, they need to have a metric thread on the screw. So I thought I was defeated, and then, pondering it further, I thought about who uses micro screws. And people who repair cell phones use them, people who do watch repair use them, and people who do computer repair use them. And I have a relationship with a computer repair shop that's just a couple miles from my house. In fact, they built the computer that I currently use. So I went down and told him what I was looking for, and he pulls out a sandwich bag, a bag that probably has 200 micro screws in it. And he said to me, "You're welcome to go through it, and if you can find a screw that fits, just take it." So I was pretty pleased with that. I set about the task, and I only got about 12 screws in, and I found one that fit the hole and fit the thread perfectly. Now, the problem with the screw that I found was it was probably maybe a ½ millimeter too long, but that did not interfere with the functioning of the knife at all. It plugged the hole. The other thing was that it was a small Phillips head instead of a T4 microbolt, which I didn't care about because it was on a section of the knife you really can't see anyway. I am 10 miles into this hike. I'm sorry, I'm 12 miles into this hike. I only have 3 miles to go. So those are my tips. I hope you find them helpful. And I really think you would like this knife. I mean, seriously, a knife with a reversible clip, jimping on the blade and on the liner lock, a cutout for your hand on the blade, all for $14.99. How can you beat it? So I hope this presentation has been helpful to you. I think that if you pick this knife up, you'll be really, really pleased with it. Nice stout blade, very, very sharp out of the box, and really meets my criteria of what I consider an EDC budget knife. With that, I'm going to get back to my hike, and ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you on the trail.